In this video, we're going to be talking about 5 reasons to move to Eastown in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And we're getting after it right now. Hey, how you guys doing? It's your good buddy Jimmy Kegle right here in the Grand Rapids Metro. If you've not yet been to my channel, I do a ton of videos on what it's like to eat, play, have fun, hang out, live in all around Grand Rapids Metro, and I love doing it. So if you have not been here, please subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and tap that little bell so you're notified each and every time I drop a new video. And honestly, I'm helping so many people relocate, move, and buy and sell in Grand Rapids Metro from all over the country, and I absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about relocating here or moving to the Grand Rapids Metro, right there's my email, my number. Give me a call, give me an email. I'm here to help you out, and I've got your back when you're moving to Grand Rapids Metro. Alright, so we're talking about the 5 reasons to move to Eastown Grand Rapids, which is a really cool community. It's not really a city, it's just a neighborhood in the Grand Rapids area, but most people think of it as a city because, you know, people say, hey, I'm going to Eastown, but it's a gray area. Talk about 5 reasons to move to Eastown. So we're going to go in reverse order. So start off with number 5. As everybody knows in the real estate market, location, location, location. Obviously, I'm a real estate broker. I help people buy and sell homes, so I know a lot about it. And Eastown is a great area. The average price per house is a little bit higher than the rest of Grand Rapids. Well, many parts, not all of it, but it's a little bit higher because it's so well liked. And you get a really good diverse community there. There's a lot of young professionals, all different kinds of types, but the location it's just about 10 minutes in your downtown Grand Rapids, which is obviously awesome, and all the shops and food and all the great things about being downtown. And you're only about 2 minutes from East Grand Rapids, which is a really cool community. I've done videos on that, you can look them up. And it's just an awesome community for schools, to have fun, to work out. It's just a great place. So that's one of the great parts about being in Eastown, is just it's really centrally located. And you're about maybe 12 minutes from getting to 131, and about 12 or 10 minutes to get to 96. So you can get all over the Grand Rapids area from Eastown. So, and by this map right here, this is the map of Eastown. You can see it goes from Fulton all the way south to Franklin, and you can see Aquinas College is part of it, and it's, like I said, 70 square blocks, so it's a good amount of space. And then also you can see how close it is to, like, where it says Gaslight Village. That's all East Grand Rapids, so it's very close to it. And number 4 reason to move to Eastown, it's a really walkable community. It's about 70 square blocks, so it's not huge, but it's still a good size. And you can, almost any door that you're living in the Eastown area, you can, you're 5-10 minutes away from a great dinner, from a great breakfast, from shopping, antiques. I mean, you name what you want, and you're about 5-10 minutes away from it. Which is obviously awesome. So that's one of the coolest parts about Eastown, is it's very walkable and just a great, safe community. And they have, really good range of, they've got some, higher end boutiques, and they have they got some of the resale stuff where it's, been used once and now they're selling it again. I don't know, I've never done that before, but I know girls do it all the time, and it's supposed to be great. And there's all kinds of shops there, but that's definitely one of the coolest reasons, and one of the reasons that I know a lot of people love Eastown is it's just walkable. You see a lot of people riding bikes, walking, skateboarding, you name it, scootering, whatever. There's a lot of different ways to travel around East. So the number 3 reason to move to Eastown, Grand Rapids has got a reputation for being conservative, even though I think that's over-exaggerated. But Eastown would be considered more the liberal part of Grand Rapids. And you definitely kind of get that flavor of the coffee shops and all the different, there's a lot of different clothing and shops that are geared towards that. And a lot of people like that. So you got a lot of really cool coffee shops for people to meet And not everybody there is liberal, or not everybody there is conservative anywhere else, but it's definitely got that reputation for being a little more liberal, a little more younger. You get a lot of young professionals that move there. Because there's renting possibilities there. There are rentals there, but it's not super cheap. So you've got to be making decent wage to pay for it. So, but you get a lot of young professionals and then some middle-aged and upper people that just want to live in a more laid-back community. So, and one of the cool things about it being a little more liberal is you get a lot more creative types. So there's a lot of creative people there, a lot of art stores and jewelry stores where the people are making it themselves, which is obviously, very good. Very good, or if you're into that thing. So number 2 reason Easttown, they've got an awesome nightlife there. They got a lot of bars and restaurants that are a lot of fun. Some of my favorites are Mulligan's. I'm Irish, so I like Irish bars. I would call it more like kind of like a dive bar, the typical dive bar. But they still got good service, great people in there. And then it's called The Other Side, and it's in the back, and they have live bands there. And usually it's a little more heavy, a little heavy metal, but you get all types in there, and it's just a great place. I mean, you really see a good eclectic group of people. You could see guys at the bar in a 3-piece suit, and then, a couple of seats over, I had a guy, and he was in a full, Kiss outfit, and no one thought anything of it. And he was just going in there having some beers, and he loved Kiss apparently. But so you get all kinds of types in there, and a great bar. Then some of the other ones are like Billy's Lounge is a fun bar, and I would say Billy's, from 5, happy hour till about 8 o'clock. You see a lot of people my age, maybe 30 to mid 40s, a little bit older, and then and they've got good music in there, good drinks. It's a good atmosphere. And then once it starts getting a little bit later, a lot of times if they have a live band, then people my age will stay in there. But a lot of times there'll be a DJ, and then you get more college kids coming in there. So not that you can't stay, but obviously if college kids are coming in there, it's probably not the your favorite place to be with that kind of music going on. So that's you get a good mix of that. So you get some college kids coming there, but not till a little bit later. So kind of gives you a good idea when to go and when to take off. What are some of the other ones? Then there's a Easttown Sports Bar, which is a decent sports bar. I don't think it's amazing. They got great pool tables. I think they could have a few more TVs, in my opinion, for a sports bar, but it is fun, and you have that option. There's a hookah lounge if you're into hookah. I've never done it, but I know people love to hookah. But again, just a lot of cool bars in there. There's a couple of breweries around there too that are awesome. They have really good food. So I'll talk about that in a minute. If you like to have a good nightlife, but again, it's not so ruckus that if you live there and you don't want to be part of it, it's not going to affect you. But if you do want to enjoy that part of the life and have a couple cocktails a night and have some fun, they've got a lot of that going on. And then I would say the number 1 reason, kind of related, is food. You've got some great restaurants and some great food places there, and there's 2 pretty famous ones. One's Yesterdog, which is only hot dogs, and they are amazing. Yeah, here's some video of the outside Yesterdog. It's early Sunday morning, that's why it looks so dead out here. But you can see the front of the store and a little bit of the brick outside, which is really cool that they still have the brick roads. Cheese, the Yesterdog, cheese, chili, all the condiments you can think of. All they have is hot dogs, pop, and chips. And make sure you go there, you bring cash, because it's old school, no credit card. It's all cash and that's it. And which is pretty cool. And they're open from I think 10:30 in the morning till 2:30 of the night every night. So obviously, it gets pretty busy around that 2-ish mark for people after you've had several frosty beverages to have a couple hot dogs, and they taste epic, especially after a couple of beers. But they're good hot dogs all the time, and they're pretty famous. Like when Barack Obama campaigned in Michigan, he stopped in there, which is pretty cool. They've been in USA Today, they've been in several MSNBC, they've been in tons of magazines, and they are just amazing hot dogs. What else? And then you've got, for breakfast, you've got Wolfgang's, which is an amazing restaurant. I mean, awesome breakfast, huge portions, Just plan on it. Anything on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, you're gonna be waiting minimum 30 to 45 minutes, but it's that good. And it's a large restaurant, so that tells you how good it is. And then during the week, it's still really busy, but they have amazing breakfasts. I mean, my favorite, chocolate chip pancakes, you know, a little sugary, not super healthy, but once in a while. And they have great omelets. Just, I mean, it's my son's favorite place. And he loves East, but that's his favorite place to go to. And they just have great food there. So those are my top 5 reasons to move to Eastown in Grand Rapids. It's a great area. It's a little more eclectic than some of the other parts of Grand Rapids. They still have a couple roads that are brick, which is obviously cool. They just got rid of one, which I'm bummed, but they're super expensive to maintain, so I understand. But just a fun area, and it's only getting better, and it's growing. And they've got before they really never had any high-end restaurants. Now you've got a couple of really nice restaurants. But again, you can still go in there if you're dressed pretty chill, and it's nothing too fancy. So, and great coffee shops, just a lot of different things are opening up there for the area. So that's my top 5 reasons to go to Eastown. My number's right here. There's my email address. If you're moving here, or have any questions about the market or what it's like to live in the Grand Rapids Metro, and you're looking for a house or thinking about selling, give me a call. I'm here to help you out in any way I can.